Hello everyone, hope you guys are having a wonderful day, making some really good trades, and we're here with Alex, our head trader, and
How's it going, guys?
this is episode 3 of our economic outlook. And Alex, how are you doing today?
Good. Great.
How
Fantastic.
How
Just
are the
got back
markets
from my
doing?
business trip. Feeling good. How the market's doing?
Yeah.
Not too not too good if you're looking at the overnight right now. They're
We're down about 124 points right now on the Dow Jones. SPY's down about 13 points, not too much. Nasdaq only down about 12 basis points, nothing too crazy.
well, I mean, at the end of this week we saw a huge movement of money, right? Like everybody's fucking giant swapping going into like a lot of it coming out of tech and mega caps and going into recovery stocks like old industrial and banks. Banks got a lot of it this week too.
Banks get a lot of it.
Yeah, but that's normal institution stuff. At the end of the year, they always fucking swap out.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
Just bad timing.
Yeah. Now we do have some big news coming out tomorrow, which is the CPI Index. Right? We're gonna get that data at 8:30 sharp. Well, what do you think it's gonna be? Higher or lower?
I mean, it's okay. Are you gonna ask me what I think they're gonna report? Are you asking me what's happening in the economy?
Give me both. What's gonna happen? And
Easily, what's happening in the economy is, well, we haven't done anything. We haven't raised interest rates yet, right?
No, we're still trying.
Which
to
means
taper.
that inflation is still going rampant.
Yeah.
But somehow I think they're gonna skew the numbers so that they stay the same, or they are slightly better.
Oh, okay. So you don't think the numbers are gonna get worse?
No, I don't think. I think the numbers in real time, like fucking IRL, yeah, they're worse.
Okay. Yeah, well, we all know.
But I don't think
like,
I don't think they're gonna
inflation
report.
isn't that.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna report that it's worse because they need to save face, right? They need to show that, oh, like our plan is working. We are doing something.
Yeah, they're not wrong. They're right. Right?
I mean, I at the same time though, the last meeting that they had, I think on Wednesday, they were talking about faster interest rates and like interest rate increases, and like faster tapering. So I think they're realizing that they're in a hole. You know, I'm sure they've known they're in a hole, but I think they're realizing the speed of their actions need to increase for them to fucking do anything. But I mean, we'll see what they do, right? Because at this point, they've dug so deep.
They keep saying we got a strong economy, but at the same time, everything's going to shit. We got to raise the rates.
Yeah. And you know what? At least by doing something, and like if they do report the numbers a little bit better, it kind of lends to their credibility, right? Because they're losing it by the bucketful at this point.
Yeah. Now, what if I told you that in 2022, January 2022, they're going to change the CPI index, the way it's calculated?
Jesus. Yeah, of course they are.
Because this is right here. I have the Consumer Price Index for the U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics. In January 2022, the CPI weight update. Starting January 2022, the weight of the Consumer Price Index will be calculated based on consumer expenditure data from 2019 and 2020. The BSL considered interventions but decided to maintain normal procedures. Lovely.
Again, this just goes to what I said, right? They're going to manipulate the numbers in some way to look favorable upon them to save credibility.
It's very biased. They're very biased in inflation being low, right? It can never be high, because if it's high, then that's terrible. And that's just showing that like the report, when they report on inflation, they're basically reporting on their own job performance.
Yeah.
Right? Are we doing our job properly? And if inflation's high, no, you're not. And right now it's not. It's already pretty high. It's at 6.8%. I think we might see 7.5 if it's higher. If like you said, they change the CPI and they manipulate it, we might stay at 6.8 or might even come back down 6.2%. Right? Who knows?
It's hard to say what the Fed's going to do at this point. They're just they're unpredictable. I mean, the markets are going to be very unpredictable. It's going to be super choppy markets coming next couple months. I'm going to say next 3 months.
I mean, we had our first our first week of trading, and it was a red week, right? It's the first week in a long time, I believe, that the first year, like kind of like the first trading week of the year kind of determines how it's going to be, and the first week was in the red and this was like the first red week in a long time, I believe.
Well, we did end on like fucking all-time highs coming into New Year there.
Yeah, all-time highs,
including Bitcoin. Bitcoin had a pump on New Year's as well, I'm pretty sure.
I think so. I'm not.
And I think that was planned, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think that was manipulated, because if you think about what happens at New Year's, right, and Christmas time in general, you go and see your family. Everybody goes and see their family at that time, unless you're in like prison. And when you go and see your family, what do? You talk about stuff over the course of dinners and the nights you spend with your family. And so if your investments ever come into play, and let's say you want to show somebody your portfolio, it would be advantageous to have Bitcoin in the green when you're trying to sell Bitcoin to your family as an investment, right?
Yeah. You tell everybody how well you did this year on your portfolio.
And then they see, oh, Bitcoin's up, 5% on the day.
Top gainers,
Oh, I just made 5% today, Mom. Look at this. You know what I mean?
All your other altcoins. It's funny because you say that, because right into the holidays on December 20th, we had a pump from like 46,000 all the way to 52,000, which is like an 11% move. And then right after that 11% move on, right after Christmas, we took a dump down, and which keep dumping from 51,000 all the way down to 40,000. Right?
Yeah, it's a manipulated movement. Down. I think it was a manipulated movement that went back to its current momentum as soon as it stopped being manipulated.
Absolutely.
And 2022 is going to be a red year, Well, I mean, I say red, but I also see some positives in the market a little bit as well.
You do?
When I looked at the PEG ratio, I didn't think we were that. Okay, so if we look at the PE ratio, right?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me fucking go back to my notes here so I don't say the wrong shit.
Okay. While you find your notes, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the market and the DBS right now. On the daily time frame, we can see that we got right now, like we got an 18, which is pretty bearish in the short term, but we also see that the weekly was extremely bullish before this week. Right, we ended the week off at 36, 300 or 200, I believe, and now the Dow Jones just opened a new weekly candle, and it's significantly more bearish than bullish. Right, we had the -5 and the 13 right there, which is extremely bullish numbers, and then now it's neutral, which is a really, really bad sign. Right, and then on the weekly candle for the SPY, it's looking even worse. We have a red dot of a possible short right there. You guys could enter. Maybe we're gonna go down a couple hundred points. Who knows? But I'm not very optimistic on the markets at the moment. Pretty bearish, more bearish than bullish on gold. Sorry, not gold, but like most indexes and most markets. I'm pretty bearish.
Well, we've seen, like on the S&P 500, right? We've seen a growth of, I think this year growth was 26.9%, if I'm not mistaken. Could be a little bit off of that, but. Let's go back a couple years, right? And we have more double-digit numbers. And usually double-digit numbers don't, like if you have consecutive years of double-digit growth, you can expect a correction to come, right? Like I think the last time we had double-digit growth was 2012 to 2014. And then 2015, we had a negative year, right? Well, so that's 3 years. 2019 was 28.9%, 2020 15.76% growth, and then this year 26.9% growth. So I would expect a negative year soon, just because everything, right? Like all of our patterns, what comes up must go down.
Like you said, like in 2018 we had that downturn of 10% right there. And then the year before that, we had that nice big, from that downturn from 2018, from the taper tantrum, I believe, we had a run up of another 15%, which is pretty good. And then we had a downturn 20%. Now we're going back up 41% in 2019. And then we had that 2020 crash, which was down 36%. Now we're up hundreds of percent, I believe, from these levels. I think we're up 120% now. It's crazy what money. It's crazy what money printing can do, right?
Fuck.
It props up asset prices so much.
Well, that's a problem, right? But at the same time, like when we go back and we look at, like I was talking about the growth, the last time we've seen consecutive growth this much was like 1995 to 1999. We saw double digits for those 5 years. Then we look at 2000, 2001, 2002, negative 10% growth, negative 13% growth, negative 23% growth, right?
Yeah.
So we got to watch out for our trading and just make sure that we all know about like the trends and what kind of pressures are being put on the market, right?
And I forget what's the what indicator you used on TC2000, but it was really useful to show you like we just pumped up, but the market's not strong and we were gonna sell off. And when you said that call out from last week or 2 weeks before, because we missed last week's economic outlook, but when you said that, I entered some short positions, and now all those short positions are in profit. We could also see a big bearish divergence right now on the daily time frame for the SP 500 as well. We did push to a new all-time high, but significantly weaker, and now we're gonna sell off most likely.
Yeah, that's I don't know if we have any TC2000 fans in our group. I don't assume so, because it's kind of
it's underdog. Nobody really knows.
A lot of like professionals know it. It's expensive, right? It's like I think it's 50 USD a month.
Yeah.
And that's pretty pricey for just charting, especially when you have things like TradeView that I think we both use, and I pay like $14. It's cheap.
It's okay if you're trading with big volume and big capital, making thousands in return. $50 a month is nothing. It's a business expense. But if you're trading with $100, that's half your your trading account right there.
And how deep do you want to go in the rabbit hole, right? Like TC2000 is great if you want to learn the language and start writing scripts and into your own indicators and your own stock scanners, that kind of thing. Like I think it has more potential than TradeView, although I know that TradeView does have its own editing software, like its own fucking.
You can write your own scripts on TradingView.
Yeah, I tried, but it's not as user friendly as I found TC2000. I mean, again, for you brought me over. I was TC2000 all the way. I thought I was going to use that till I die.
Yeah.
And then I started using TradingView, and I was like, oh, it's very similar.
Yeah.
If not like easier, as far as all your painting tools and everything.
Yeah.
So
I like TradingView because you can integrate your trading account with like ONDA, or it depends on like if you want to practice, you could use paper trading, but you could use all these other brokers and integrate it in TradingView and then trade from there, which is what I use with ONDA.
That's something that you really got into, but like for me, because like with TC2000, I do a lot of options trading. I just haven't found an option broker that works with TradingView. Although I haven't been looking hard either.
Yeah, we haven't been looking hard. And I just want to say quickly, the weekly time frame, we could see that Bitcoin closed that weekly underneath the EMA ribbon, so it's not a great sign. Every time Bitcoin's done that, it's triggered some stuff, so we might be in a pickle right now.
I don't see Bitcoin, and I'm not to be a Bitcoin hater here, but if it follows trend, I could see it going all the way down to like by the end of 2022, December-ish, I could see it being in the 20,000 range.
In the 20,000 range by next year?
Yeah.
By end of next year?
Yeah.
You're still long-term bullish though, right?
Long-term, yeah. I don't think that the older generation necessarily know what Bitcoin is, and Bitcoin still kind of has to prove what it wants to be as far as its relationships with other things. Like we always talked about Bitcoin being like a hedging kind of thing, kind of like gold.
Yeah.
But it doesn't follow that. It doesn't have the relationships with other indexes to support that, right? Yeah. So, but we'll see where it goes. It's liquid, right?
We'll see tomorrow when the CPI numbers come out. If inflation's higher, I'm willing to bet Bitcoin's gonna pump, but it's gonna dump right after.
Let's see. Let's find out.
I mean, every time the CPI data has come out, we've seen a Bitcoin pump and a gold pump and a sell-off right after. I believe it's every 10th of the month, so October 10, November 10, December 10. We've seen pumps, and then the dumps come right after.
How big are the dumps after that?
They're more than the pumps.
So yeah, Jesus
we can
Christ.
See like let's go take a look. I'll just show you.
So then so that could be a test of your blue line, and then a fail.
This one right here, this was November 10th. We got that pump. This was inflation data coming out worse than before, right? Came up, We pumped up. Don't get me wrong. We went up about like $50 on gold, and then 2.5%. And right after that, we went back down below our entry. Yep. So we actually went all the way down here to 1760, testing this yellow line as support. And then on December 10th, right here, this was the December 10th news. We're at the support. We pump up. And then throughout the day, give it a couple days, we dump back down even lower than before. Right? And it has been happening. And it's going to keep happening because the market keeps believing the Fed about inflation data. Same thing right here. October 10th. Where is October 10th? October 10th. Or I guess it was October 8th because there was no October 10th. I guess that was a weekend. But right here, pump, and we dump right after. we trend sideways. So,
it's a weird pattern.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's starting to happen with Bitcoin too. We can see that Bitcoin pumps on the 10th of the month as well. We can see right here. Let's go take a look. December 10th. Data comes out. We pump up.
Jesus Christ, Michael, your chart is so busy. What?
I'll go on another.
What are all these levels in here?
it's my crazy pattern.
Oh my god, mine is like black and white candles, nothing on it, no indicators, just me and the candles. Yours is everything in between, man.
I don't even have the indicators on, dude. That's just my pattern.
Jesus Christ.
All right, where are we at? Where are we at here? I'm looking for December 10th.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we know we can go to November 10th first too. November 10th was even worse. We pumped up on that inflation data, hit that point, and we dumped all the way down. And it's way more volatile in Bitcoin. We pump up, and then we drop back down, 8%. Huge. If you entered some leverage longs based on CPI data, you better have that stop loss set so it closes in profit, or else you're gonna get stopped out. And then I don't have much faith in gold pumping right now. I need the market to realize that gold is the solution, and that the Fed is not the solution.
No, gold is not a solution. Gold is just to protect your capital.
Yeah. Well,
that's it's not like if we put into gold, it's not going to fix inflation, right?
No. That's what I mean.
You're just not taking the heat.
It's the safer bet.
Yeah.
Then would you rather hold US dollars or would you rather hold gold?
Oh my god, I would rather hold the yen right now. JK, the dollar is actually, I think the dollar went up.
The dollar has gone up.
Yeah, it went up by like $1 or something.
And every time the dollar goes up,
gains.
Bitcoin goes down too. The strengthening dollar is bad for Bitcoin, bad for gold.
Yeah. I mean, we're not going to see it be this strong. It's too much money printing.
Yeah. This is way too much. And
if you flood the market with something, it just lowers the price of it, right?
Yeah.
Hasn't caught up to us yet, though.
No.
Canada is the same.
I think I had some data to talk about. I forget. Let me check here. No, it's not here. Well, I'll find it some other time. I think we'll end the economic outlook today. That's not too much to discuss about. We just want to do a recap on.
Oh, did you see the oil?
Oh, well, we'll talk about oil.
Oh my god, oil is third week in a row there, fucking up $3.50. Fuck.
Yeah, oil's recovered significantly, doing significantly better. Yeah, we're back up, way up now.
Yeah.
So, I see long-term oil going back up $100 a barrel.
Well, that's also because again, institutions swapping out. We're going into fucking old industry here.
Yeah.
Going back into oil, going back into fucking
value stocks.
All the energy shit. Yeah, big dividends.
People are deleveraging, expecting those interest rate hikes.
I'm actually looking a little bullish on 2022. I know we I think unless we have like a crisis, like some kind of crazy event, right? That puts us bearish. I think we're gonna end 2022 like at just a baseline, like no gain, no loss. You know what I mean? Like a neutral. I think we're gonna come down, but have a neutral year.
You think we're gonna trend sideways? You think we're gonna do something like this? I'll just draw it out for you. just go back up and down.
I think for the next couple of months it's gonna be choppy like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll touch all-time highs, but I don't see us going much higher.
And then the Fed is going to be like, "Oh my God, the markets are going down. We gotta print some more money.
No, there's no way. They can't. They can't print any more money.
Oh, I know. That's me.
I think they've run the printers dry, man. There's no more ink. They're done. They're fucked.
They're out of ink.
Yeah, they're done, man.
No. Well, you never fight the Fed, because if
I just mean in growth.
In growth.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna grow this year at all. I think we're either gonna be neutral growth or a slightly negative. I don't think we're gonna see the big collapse like we think, like we've been planning, unless again something happens, like if I don't know, fucking China goes to war with somebody.
What if inflation gets to 10%?
Oh, okay, yeah. If inflation goes to 10% on their books, especially with their new books that you're telling me.
Yeah, we'll just have to see what the new data tomorrow is gonna say. Does anybody ever take like the old way of calculating CPI and calculate it? Yeah, of course, normal people.
Can you do that?
Non-government officials. Yeah, you can calculate.
I'd like to see the CPI from the 80s put in today and see what the number comes out.
You're gonna get 15 to 20% inflation. You don't want that. That's bad.
That's what I want to see, man.
And the funny thing is that this is like 20 years worth, or like 20 to 30 years of money printing, catching up to the Fed, and it's all coming rushing out the door all at once. All right, it's just gonna blow up in their faces, and there's nothing that they can do about it.
Well, it doesn't really hurt them; it hurts us.
I know, but at the end of the day, they're gonna blame it on the same people. They're gonna say it's greedy corporations, right? It's not us that printed all this money. It's not our fault.
Yeah, we need some. Yeah, we need them to be liable for their actions and their words, man.
Yeah.
Which we don't have. We don't have a system like that. I don't understand why. The worst thing we can do is like vote them out. But I mean, there's no punishment, right?
Then again,
I mean, they could fuck up generations worth of people's finances and cut like the economy, and have no repercussions at all.
You just need a better system. You need to get off their standard. It's useless.
And
it doesn't work.
And that's where we announce Michael Mack 2023.
That's president.
2026, whatever fucking, I don't remember when the voting days are.
Okay. All right.
Actually, I want you as king.
No, you're the king, Alex. You're head trader, you're king. Also, there's a $1,000 bounty on your head. Nobody has figured it out. Nobody knows who you are in the Discord.
Don't worry, guys. My real name?
No.
It's David. It's David. Fine, go find me.
Okay. All right, guys. We're gonna end the economic outlook here. Thanks for listening, everyone. We're gonna recover. We're gonna do a recap on all the data and what happened in the markets next week on the release of the CPI data.
So I'm off. I just came back from my trip. I'm off until February, and then I take another trip for 3 months. So this month I'm in. We're gonna have these economic outlooks real early. We're not gonna be doing these late night Sundays anymore. Maybe we'll get them out to you Saturday morning.
Early in the morning, so people can digest the data throughout the day.
Yeah, maybe even Friday. Maybe even Friday at night if we're feeling a little frisky, we'll get it to you.
No, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Anyway, you guys keep trading and trade safe. Follow your plan.
Use stop losses. Don't over leverage.
Yeah. Everybody have a good week.
All that good stuff. Thanks for coming on, Alex.
No worries, buddy.